Hi, fourthies. Welcome to our math lesson. Let's go ahead and take our books out to page 155. Page 155, please. Alrighty. So here, for page 155, we're going to focus just on number 1. We're not going to do number 2. We'll just focus on number 1. And we're going to focus primarily on the act of estimating. I just want to throw that word out there, and I'm going to explain how to do that here. But let's do a little small review. Let's do number 1A, okay? So I have here 157 divided by 23. And as you know, the 3 is going to run away because any number closest to the door, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, they get scared. So they run away. So I'm going to just bar the 15 and ask myself, what is 15 divided by 2? Not 3, because the 3 is gone. So 15 divided by 2 is 7. I'll put the 7 on top of the 7 because I know the 3 is going to come back and the 3 is going to say, just kidding, I wasn't that scared. So then I'm going to do on the side or on scratch paper 23 times 7, which is 3 times 7 is 21. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. That's not going to work because 161 is way bigger than 157. So that means I have to erase everything and go down a number. So this is what I call trial and error. Trial and error is the process by which you try something, and then if you make a mistake, you try it again, but with a different method. Okay, so I'll say that again. Trial and error is when you try something, and if it doesn't work out and you make a mistake, then you go back and you try again with a different method. So here we have tried 7. That obviously didn't work. And if we're going to do 8, that's definitely not going to work because it's too big. So I'm going to go down a number from 7. I'm going to say 6. 6. Now on the side, I'm going to do 23 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1 is 14. No, 13. 13. Okay, so that may work. So I'm going to put 138 down here, and I'm going to subtract. Of course, we have to borrow. So 5 becomes a 4, and 7 becomes a 17. 17 take away 8 is 9. 4 take away 3 is 1. Now, that's a big remainder, but it's smaller than 23, so it's fine. My remainder is 19. Again, this is trial and error. And you may think trial and error is so long. First of all, it's long division. Second of all, it's time consuming because you have to try again if it doesn't work. That's okay. That's what math is. That's what science is. That's why, with the vaccine out there, after the first wave of COVID way back in March of 2020, they tried vaccines. They probably did a lot of trial and error with the vaccines. They tried it, it didn't work out, so they went back and they probably fixed it. They tried it again, probably didn't work out, and they fixed it. So they did a lot of trial and error to see how it was going to work, and now they have one that works. So it takes time. It takes time, especially if you want to get it right. So here's letter B. Now notice that here, the 8 next to the door, there's an 8 next to the door. Our rule was if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, it runs away. But here's an 8. It's not scared. So it's not going to run away. But its partner says, yeah, but we got to do our job. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to put a 0. Actually, the 8 is going to put on like something to hide itself so that it won't show itself. And when it knocks on the door of the house, 43 goes, who's there? 9. 9 is there. And the 8 is hiding. Okay, because the 8 this time wants to scare the people at the door. Okay, so think about this. It's not scared of the people at the door. It wants to scare the people at the door. So 9's there and 8's just hiding. And we say 43 divided by 9. So what is 43 divided by 9? 43 divided by 9 is 5. Good. So I'm going to put a 5 up here. And now that we have our 5, 8, reveals itself and goes, hey, guess what? I'm just actually here. And then it go, wow, you scared us. We didn't know you were here. Okay, so I'm going to do 98 times 5. Okay, 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus 4 is 49. Ah, look at this. 490 is way bigger, way bigger than 437. So we cannot use 5. We go down a number. Okay, remember this is trial and error. So instead of using 5, I'm going to use 4. So we're going to try 98 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 9 times 4 is 36, plus the extra 3, 39. Okay, that'll work out. All right, so I'm going to do 392 down here below the 437, and now subtract. 7 take away 2 is 5. 3 take away 9, you can't do, so I'm going to cross out the 4 and borrow. This becomes a 3, this becomes a 13. 13 take away 9 is 4. Good. 45. Now, it is a big, it's a huge remainder. We normally don't have remainders over, 20. But in this case, it's fine because at least it's smaller than 98. So I'll put remainder 45. Right? Okay, let's try another one. Let's see. I'm going to skip C and I'm going to do D, but we'll do E and F together at our Zoom meeting. So let's look at D. All right. So here, again, the 7 is not scared. It wants to scare. So it has to hide. I'm going to make the analogy of, I don't know if you've ever heard of the movie or the books, The Lord of the Rings, but in The Lord of the Rings, there's a special ring that makes people invisible. So here, let's pretend this is the invisibility ring. Boom. See, it's like an O. It's a ring. It makes the 7 invisible. So we'll do 16 divided by 3. And what's 16 divided by 3? 5. So I'll put a 5 up here. And then the 7 takes off its invisibility ring and goes, ha, just kidding. I'm here to scare you. So on the side, I'm going to do 37 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 3, 18. Oh, no, too big. Okay, so I've got to start over again. Instead of doing 5, I'll do 4. So 37 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 2, 12 plus 2 is 14. Oh, that'll be fine. So I'll put 148 down here. Now subtract 8 take away 8, 0. 6 take away 4 is 2. That's okay because it's smaller than the divisor. So my remainder is 20. Now circle that. All right. So at our Zoom meeting, we're going to try E and F together. Now, on the back side, this is fun. I'm not going to go through all of this, okay? But I want to go through some of number 5. We'll do some of number 5 at our Zoom meeting as well. Here, let's do number 5A together first, okay? Notice again, for 5A, the denominators are different, all right? So I have to do the LCD. Now here, 9 and 9, they're the same, but it's like, we want everyone to wear the same color, so we want you to change. So this obviously needs to change. So I'm going to do, well, I know the multiples of 9 are 9, 18, and 27. Now the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, and I can stop. I can stop because I see a 9 that they have in common. So I'm going to do this. 9, 1, 2, 3. Okay, put my plus sign. Now I have to do the whole equivalent fractions method. 9 times what equals 9? 9 times 1. So that means 7 times 1, which is 7. 3 times what equals 9? 3 times 3. So I have to do 3 times 3, 2 times 3, which is 6. Down here, up here, sorry, I have to do 9 times, again, 1. So up here, 4 times 1, which is 4. Now I add everything. I'm going to add, let's use another color, purple, purple. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17 over 9. That's an improper fraction, so I have to do casita time. So on scratch paper, I'll do 17 divided by 9. 17 divided by 9, 1. 1 times 9 is 9. 17, take away 9. Okay, so I'm going to borrow here, 0, 17, 8. There you go. So I make that a fraction. So my real answer is 1 and 8 ninths. Okay, 1 and 8 ninths. All right, I'm going to do B with you. Just B. We'll probably try some of these at our Zoom meeting. So here's B. I'm going to circle the 16 and the 8. They are totally different, so I have to find their LCD. Okay, so 16, the multiples of 16 are 16, 32. The multiples of 8 are 8, 16. I can stop because I can tell they have 16 in common. So I'm just going to do 16 here, 16 here. And then I'm going to do, what did I multiply 8 to 16? 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. What did I multiply to 16 to get 16? Well, 1. So 9 times 1 is 9. And I have to remember I'm subtracting. So let me just erase this tiny thing here. Okay, I'm subtracting. So it's 9 16, take away 2 16ths, which is 7 16ths. I don't have to reduce here. So that's my final answer. Alrighty. So here is your assignment for today. Please just do numbers 7 and 8 on page 156. We're going to do some of the rest of, well, we're going to do at least 5 and 7. Oh, sorry, number 5 together, and definitely here number 1 together. But in the meantime, go ahead and do 7 and 8, and then if you, later on, when you have time, also work on some tests and quizzes on Jupyter. All right, fourthies, thank you very much, and I'll see you at our meeting.